Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Ben, image call sign K0BJJ, and this is Tala. You're watching Spider Jetty Amateur Radio. Today, we are going to be talking about the short. And yes, I'm talking about this.
Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Kilo Zero Bravo Juliet Juliet.
S9 Plus, and you want to know what the frequency was. What was the call there? Just stop transmitting. Come on. What is wrong with people?
I just popped over the frequency, asked if it was in use. It's obviously in use. I'm headed elsewhere, so you don't need to be dicks about it. Just trying to be polite. Have a great one. Kilo Zero Bravo Juliet Juliet QSY.
You listen on the frequency first before you ask if the frequency is in use. Come on, kids, play nice, grow up. And all you have to say is, grow up, animal, grow up.
That being said, to add some context with what's going on here, I said in the short, it was wait more than 30 seconds before calling on the frequency. Some context. I waited over 2 minutes. So what ends up happening is I go from 17 to 20 meters. The MFJ 1979 fully extended is good on 20 meters. I'm not even putting a meter on it. I switch over to 20 meters and I'm sitting between two frequencies, okay? So I should be able to hear splatter from both frequencies, right? Okay. Especially if it's a good strong signal. Awesome. So I go extend the whip all the way. Not hearing anything. I go turn the camera on, turn the microphone on, still not hearing anything. So I hit the band and I go, yeah, I'm still on 20 meters. Had to make sure. Radio said it was on 20 meters. I just don't know why. First thing I do, hit band. Yep, still on 20 meters. Then I scroll to the even frequency. Actually got on a frequency, not between two frequencies. I wait about 10 seconds and say, is this frequency in use? And you would have thought that I assassinated a dignitary. These people that I dealt with could have dealt with this a lot better. I wasn't perfect. One guy was hitting me S9 plus 20. Apparently I was hitting some guy over S9, which was pretty dang good considering I was only running 30 watts. So him and I had a good strong signal connection right in each other's bounce. So I mean, that's good. I had no intention with interfering with anyone, which is why I asked if the frequency was in use. So, instead of being the nice grown man I should have been, I fought fire with fire. And I said, you don't need to be dicks. I'll go somewhere else. I should have just went somewhere else. For all I know, they would still be rambling about how I interfered with whatever the heck they had going on at that time. If you were one of these sad little hams there, I got something to tell you. If I interrupted a net, why didn't your net control jump in and say, yeah, the frequency's in use. We got a net going on. Why was it like 5 people at once shouting at me? Because while 5 people are shouting at me, you guys are also interfering with each other. So I ask if the frequency's in use. I get 5 people shouting at me. What is more of an interruption? What is more interference? Me asking if the frequency is in use, or getting 5 people to jump on me and tell me that I'm being rude and I need to listen and I need to do so, whatever. So, lesson learned. Next time I roll to the even frequency, I'll sit there for 5 minutes. No, I won't. I'll sit there 30 seconds to a minute and I'll listen. And I won't hear anything. And if I do hear something, I'll go somewhere else. I'm not going to fight fire with fire. These guys don't have the balls to say this stuff to my face. They are keyboard warriors. They sit behind their radios, and that's what they do. None of these gentlemen would come tell me to my face and talk to me that way. If we were in person, you know what one of these gentlemen would do? They'd come up to me and be like, hey, you know, that frequency is in use. Can you go somewhere else? And it would be a nice, kind interaction, and you would never know that they were one of these individuals because they don't have the balls to be that way in person. In person, they're probably kind, caring human beings. They have a little dignity. But on the radio, their egos get in the way. Until then, I'm going to continue to ask if the frequency's in use. And I'm going to try to keep control of my temper for when these egotistical hams start snapping at me. Because I know in person, they wouldn't be that way. And I'm going to keep trying to be polite. And instead of snapping back, I'm just going to turn the dial. I want to take a minute to thank our channel supporters. I'm glad you guys let me take some context to this. And if you happen to be one of those individuals, do better because you know you are better. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.